Well, hello champions, and welcome back to It's DawnyWawnyTime. DawnyWawny is here today with a new video. Yes, a new video. And as you can see, I'm on schedule because I am back and I missed you guys so much. I missed my champions. I missed our interaction. I missed y'all just saying, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. I missed those that didn't really care for what I'm doing and all of that. I just missed you champions so very much. But today is a new video and it's all about my microbladed brows. Yes, baby. If you will recall, the last video that I posted prior to going on my family break, so to speak, if you haven't seen my explanation of why I've been missing in action for the last month and a half or so, I will link that up here somewhere so you can go check that out. But, oh, excuse me, but I'm here to give you a follow-up video on my experience with getting my eyebrows microbladed. Before, oh, excuse me, I don't know what's going on, and after. Okay, so in a minute, you're going to hear my explanation, my review, so to speak, my experience. But right now, I have a fresh, clean face. I have just washed my face and prepped my skin and gotten my skin ready for bed, so to speak. Okay? But I wanted you to see my brows in their natural state. Okay? So, let me just zoom in. Let me just get all up in y'all business. Okay? And here are my brows. Okay? They look natural. They have pigment. And I don't have to do anything to them if I do not want to. Now you will see in the next segment that, you know, I had my makeup on. It was a work day, so I had my makeup on and I had carved out my brows with my concealer and I had added just a little bit of product on the ends here and right in here, just a little, just to make them stand out a little more. And that's the great thing about microblading. You can wear your brows natural, or you can add just a little bit of brow pencil and have your brows bold. Okay, but it cuts down tremendously on the time that I have to deal with my brows, because this is my problem brow because of a scar that I have where hair won't grow. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys my follow-up because I had intended to do that, and you needed to hear my experience because that was the procedure that you saw in July. Here it is September. And we're 2 months down the road, and you need to know what my experience was, how my brows actually look. Y'all let me know. What do you think of my brows? Let me know in the comments down below because I am loving my brows, okay? Yes, they've been freshly waxed. You'll hear that in my commentary about my experience. You still need to go and get your brows waxed, okay? But overall, I'm quite pleased with them. So, with all that being said, we're going to move right on in to my commentary and my experience of getting my brows waxed. Okay, champions, so we are back and you've already seen what my brows actually look like. Because I have added a little product and I've added my concealer and kind of like shaped them a little more and all of that. So I just want to zoom in a little bit and let you see what we're working with here. These are my microbladed brows. Okay? What do you think? I'm going to zoom back out because I'm all up in your business. Okay, so let me just share with you my experience with the entire process. Now you all saw my video where I actually got my brows bladed, okay? Now what you're seeing now is just a little bit of this, what is this called? This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 5. And that's what that looks like. And so all that I have done, let me get my mirror here. All that I have done is, on this brow here, she had to build this brow because I didn't have an arch and it was very sparse and sporadic. So she had to build an arch, okay, and pretty much build the brow because of a scar that I have here in my eyebrow where hair won't grow. And then over here, this one is pretty much natural. She just had to, you know, stencil in where she wanted to put the product, what do they call it? Anyway, the product to, you know, when you're getting your brows bladed, they actually add like a permanent, semi-permanent product, okay? So she stenciled them out and you saw that. Now over here, all I did was just add some of my tail, okay? And over here I added my tail and kind of like, and both of them went in right here, okay? That's it. That's it. Now, if I don't do anything, if I don't put any product on, they still look nice. As a matter of fact, when I did my most recent video where I was in the car going to the beauty shop, I had no product in my eyebrows. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out the way, my experience, the entire experience, I was quite surprised, okay? There was a follow-up appointment to the original appointment where she actually stenciled out and added the product to my eyes and actually microbladed them. So then 3 weeks later, you go back for a follow-up, meaning if there's anything going on, if you know, kind of like pulled some as it was healing and you peeled it off and you got a gap right here, that's all fixed and it's all part of the fee in your follow-up visit. I did have where, because I've never had a tattoo, and this is pretty much like getting a tattoo, kind of, sort of. It's in the same ballpark. I've never had a tattoo, so I really didn't know what to expect. And so as it was healing, it does peel, and the directions say that it's going to peel off, but you have to let it peel by itself and fall off, okay, so that you don't have the gaps. Where I was pulling it during the healing process, okay, and so I had lots of gaps, and so that had to be repaired. I thought I had really messed up my brows when I took a picture and sent it to the young lady that did my microblade. She was like, girl, it's no problem, we can fix that when you come back for your follow-up, which she did, okay. Now, she did have to go in and do it like she originally did because I had peeled a bunch of it off and they were a hot mess. But because they numb your eye, you really don't feel anything. It's like a slight prick, okay? Now, the thing of it is, I'm going to give you some tips if you're considering getting your brows bladed, or if you're thinking about it. Here are some tips. Follow the aftercare directions correctly, okay? Now you're going to wash your face with a mild soap like CeraVe or Cetaphil, and you're going to have to stay away from the brows until they heal. So in essence, you're not going to be able to get anything up here on these brows until they're until after that 3-week period of time where the pigment, that's what it is, where the pigment has set in and your brows have healed. Because you do feel the prick where the tool kind of like pricks your skin to get the pigment. And that pigment helps to keep your brows, the pigment on your eyebrows for up to a year, okay? So if you consider scrubbing and all of that during the healing process, you're defeating the entire purpose. So you're going to have to kind of stay away. You can still wash your face. What I did was I used my micellar water, and I kind of like for 3 weeks didn't really wear any makeup. I didn't wear any eye makeup or anything like that. And I used my micellar water for that first 3 weeks. Once I went back for my follow-up and she fixed what I had messed up, Okay, because of the way she had to fix it, it was like she was really microblading them out again. I still had to do that for another 3 weeks or so until they were completely healed. So for about a month, I couldn't do anything with my eyebrows. So that's the first tip. Do not fool with your brows. You put your pure coconut butter on, just a little, you know, while they're healing, so that they don't get all dried out and flake up and fall all off and you got patches and stuff going on. And that cocoa butter has to be pure, helps with that process, okay? So my first tip would be to follow your aftercare instructions, okay? My second tip would be to, if you have oily skin, your microblade may last longer and it may not last longer depending on how oily your skin is. If you apply, even after they heal, and you're able to wash your face and do your skincare routine, you still don't want to go in your brows like this, like you would if you just had regular product and you were doing your brows, because you eventually your stuff will fade, okay? The third tip is you want to apply a little bit of sunscreen once they're healed. You want to apply a little bit of sunscreen on them because the sun will fade the pigment. Okay, and you also still have to go and get them waxed or plucked or whatever it is that you do. So I still go every 3 weeks, like I already was, and get my eyebrows waxed. And she just goes around and waxes the new growth, okay, top and bottom. She doesn't mess with the eyebrows themselves. This last time I just went a week ago, and she was just like, your pigment is really staying in your eyebrows. So that's very good that you're not going in and scrubbing and so on and so forth like that. For me, microblading, I love it because I do not have to fool with my brows. If I don't want to add, like, you know, I just go in and do this. You know, or I may like extend my tail a little bit, and then when I put my concealer on, then it has that, you know, not sharp, but it has carved out even more of my brows, and they look really, really nice. But even if I don't do that, my brows still look nice, and that is what I enjoy about it. You have a lot of versatility with microbladed brows, okay? So, first tip, follow your aftercare instructions. Second tip, no oil-based products on your brows. The oil will fade your brows, okay? Third tip, you can use your eyebrow products, preferably pencils, not gels or anything like that, because I find with using the pencils is that it's much easier to wash out. When I'm already washing my face, when I'm rinsing my face, that soapy water is rinsing that brow product, that pencil out, versus having the gel, like the Anastasia gel thing in the little jar. That's a little thicker, so I wouldn't recommend using that if you want to kind of like, you know, make your brows more bolder. And that's the versatility that you have. You can make your brows more bolder and the shape is still there and it washes out and your pigment is still there. So you want to kind of keep oil away from your brows. But other than that, my experience has been great. I am a fan of microblading, and I probably will continue to do that because I'm one where my brows are a hot mess, y'all. And I have to always like build this brow. So one is always better than the other one, and there's a significant difference when I do that. And that was the big thing why I wanted to get my brows microbladed, so I don't have to fool with it, you know, like that anymore. My brow time has cut down tremendously because I don't have to fool with my brows. I just don't, and I love that. Okay, so that's my follow-up to that video. If I have missed something, just put your questions down below in the comment box and I will answer your questions. Another tip, do your research. You want to get with somebody that knows what they're doing, preferably are licensed, you know, they're already licensed as an esthetician or something like that, because if you get an esthetician, that person is already concerned with your skin, and they're probably already doing brows and waxes and things of that nature. And so you really want somebody that's going to take the time to, number one, explain it to you, because the first visit I went to was my consultation, where she explained everything to me that was going to occur. The do's, the don'ts, the what ifs, the could be's, and all of that. And so I had to sign the paperwork, because you should be signing some paper that a document, you know, giving that person permission to do this, because they are using some sterilized tools. Okay, and they are breaking the skin in your eyebrows. So you don't want somebody just like a kitchen brow person. And I'm microblading brows. Now, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get an infection, you know, you're going to run into a whole lot of issues. So that's the biggest tip that I can give you, is to do your research on microblading so that you can have a pleasant experience. My experience was very pleasant. Very pleasant. If once they put the Novocaine or whatever, the numbing agent, on your eyebrows, and they start to do the blading, and you feel it and it's uncomfortable, let that technician know. Let that person know so that they can stop and apply some more numbing agent, because you don't have to be uncomfortable. You will feel some pricking, but I'm talking about some strictly pain where it may be making you cry or something like that, because I've seen videos where that has occurred. You don't have to experience that. You really don't. You do not have to experience that. So I just wanted to come back on. That was the last video that I did before I took my little family break. And I wanted to come back and follow up with you guys, because it was a video that I had planned to do anyway. So I just wanted to come back and just let y'all know my thoughts and my experience. I can't speak for anyone else. The person that's doing my brows is NDB at the Wax Bar in Memphis. So if you ever in Memphis and you on vacation, or you move here, what have you, go check her out, because she does everything that you need done. She do your whole body waxing. She's a licensed esthetician, and she is a very patient person. She takes a lot of pride in what she does. And she's continually educating herself. She's continually going to classes to stay updated on the latest and the greatest trends. Not only that, but also to keep, you know, to take care of your skin. You know, I'm a firm believer in wanting somebody to take care of my skin, somebody that cares about healthy hair, so on and so forth. So that is who I've been with her for God knows how long. And so I won't leave her. I really won't. So shout out to you, NDB, for hooking us sister up. So that's it, guys. That's my follow-up video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Yes, hit that subscribe button. Okay, if you like my content, if you happen up on my channel and you're not a member of the Champion family, then go ahead and hit that button down there. I truly would appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. If you like this type of video. Now, I got some things coming down the pipe. I'm getting ready to go into some hauls, because I have purchased some things. And I want to share it with you guys. Okay? So until the next video, champions, be the best that you can be. Lend a hand to help someone, and your blessings will come back sevenfold. But remember, don't just help somebody to get blessed. Help somebody because that's the right thing to do. And it makes you feel warm and cozy inside. Mwah. Smooches.